Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week, a beautiful, beautiful Rosh Hashanah. And now we have in front of us Parshas Vayeilech, and then in a few short days, Yom Kippurim. So we're in the middle of the Aseret Yimei Tshuva, and perhaps looking ahead a little bit, a thought on Yom Kippur. So at the heart of the Avodas Yom Kippurim, we have in Filas Musaf, we mimic the avoda of the Kohen Gadol in the Beis Hamikdash on the Yom HaKadosh. And in fact, Yisharibo made this avoda, Seder HaAvoda, even more popular than the Mishnayos do, than the Psukim do, with this tremendous, tremendous song, the Seder HaAvoda. And at the heart of that Seder HaAvoda is you have Shnei Seirim. You have two goats. One goat, there's a gorel, there's a lottery, and one goat is La Hashem, and the other one is La Azazel. And Chazal tell us that these two goats were exactly identical. No difference in color, in size, in height, in age, exactly identical. And a gorel, something as capricious as a lottery, sets one off La Azazel and sets one off La Hashem. And there are many, many symbolic ideas that are inherent in the Shnei Seirim. Just want to share one or two. So one idea discussed by Rav Shamshon Hirsch is exactly that, is these two Seirim represent in a certain sense a fork in the road. And sometimes little things that happen in our lives, something perhaps as seemingly inconsequential as a gorel, as a lottery, can set us on a totally different path. Now again, we make decisions in life, and b'derech she'adam rotze leilech ba molichim also, is that we get to choose a certain path. And sometimes decisions that we make, we don't see as being so significant in our lives. But after the fact, we see, oh, that was a turning point. That made all the difference in the world. There's some obvious decisions that will make sure who to marry, who is our spouse. It's a huge decision, but sometimes even smaller decisions. Should I spend some more time in yeshiva? Should I choose this to do for a vacation? This to do for a vacation. Sometimes these small little things I see in my own life many times over. Decisions that I had no idea would have the consequences that they did. Small decisions, but had ripple effects that impact me decades later. So that's one idea, the Shnei Seirim, that we stand on the threshold of La Hashem and La Azazel. Something very small could make all the difference in the world. Another idea perhaps one could suggest is that if you think about these two Seirim, so one of them is going to be taken La Azazel. It's going to be taken by an Ish Iti, by a certain person, brought out to the wilderness, take a walk, a spatzir. Seems very nice. The other one is going to be brought into the Kodesh Kadashim, it's going to be brought into the Beis Hamikdash, it's going to be shechted, he's going to have his blood spilled, etc. If you ask me, my choice, what would I rather? Be the Sila Azazel or the Sila Hashem? Is that I would certainly choose the Sila Azazel, nice spatzir in the wilderness. But no, that's not the destiny. The destiny is to be taken out to this mountaintop and then to be thrown off the mountaintop. The Mishnayos tell us that the bones of the Sila Azazel will be crushed into millions of pieces before, as it hit the ground, as it landed. And of course, fundamental difference. It's a carbon, no doubt, but it's a carbon that's brought far away. It's far from Mikdash. The other animal is right there, front and center. It's going to have its blood poured on the Mizbeach, spilt in the Mizbeach, in the Kodesh Kadashim, mixed in the Mizbeach, in the Kodesh Kadashim, a very different type of results. So sometimes in life, we also find that we see this in yeshiva a lot. You know, the boy who can't get out of bed, sleeps late, and the boy who wakes up right away. So sometimes there's a jealousy. I wish I could stay in bed longer. But let's look at the big picture. In the big picture of things, choosing La Hashem is always going to be the better choice. It's always going to be the better choice. It might look a little bit appealing. The Sila Azazel, for a little bit, might look appealing, might have a certain attraction to us. But in the big picture, never is the right way to go. It's always in the path, the Sir La Hashem, even though it entails sacrifice. Sometimes it's difficult, but that seems to be the better option. I want to wish everyone a beautiful Shabbos Kodesh. I want to wish everyone a Gemar v'Chasima Tova and the most uplifting of Yemei HaKippurim. Have a wonderful Shabbos.